Alright, one of the chillest days I had in high school. National Skip Day, last day before the Christmas break. Speaker comes in from a university to talk about post-secondary education. And I just put in my headphones, jamming away to my music. Even better for you, I'm on a screen, so you guys can go to sleep, put in your headphones, do whatever you want, and I wouldn't even know. So I was jamming away, and this guy says, and that's the secret to get into university. I shot forward, and I missed the secret how to get into university. So I talked to him after, and he actually revealed it to me, and throughout this presentation, I'm going to reveal it to you guys subtly, so you better pay attention. No, I'm just kidding. When I was in high school, nobody actually told me the secret about how to get into university. All they really told me is what I should do. So I'm here, back in time, to my previous me, which is I guess you guys, and telling you what I would think and what I would want to tell myself back then to think about. So I really want you to think about this. In the next 500,000 to a million, so 500,000 to a million, huge number of minutes, just minutes, you will have to make the biggest decision of your young adult life. This decision can put you thousands of dollars in debt, drastically change the environment and the people you are around, and really affect the start to your career, life, and really your overall happiness. You probably know what I'm talking about, which is what are you going to do in your post-secondary school. So this isn't a new topic. Probably teachers have talked to you about it, guidance counselors, probably even your parents, if they're like mine, told you what you should be doing post-secondary education. And so what they really did is they talked to you in a big circle, and that was what you should do. So that's get into a good school, get a good job, make money, raise a family, be happy. Something around those lines. They'll tell you what you should do. Sometimes they'll go deeper, and the deeper into the circle, the more valuable it is. They'll tell you how should you get it. So they'll say things like study hard, don't party, build a good resume, get into a good nice company, big company, make the big bucks. You'll be happy. Today's presentation, different from what they have told you, we're going to dig one step deeper. Not just what you should do or how you should do it, but what I really want you to get from this is why you're doing what you're doing and how that makes you happy. Really understanding why. So the general approach is, this is what I want you to do. This is how you do it. This is what you get. Right? Basic math. You say blue plus black will get you into red. Right? Wrong. It doesn't work that way. That's not what makes you happy. Being rich and all of that, probably a cliched message, and you'll understand that as the presentation goes on, why I'm saying this. But it really comes the other way. You should understand why you love what you love. Then you should figure out how to get there and pursue those dreams. And finally, after that, you can do what you want to do. So it's really understanding what you want to do first, and then getting out there and doing them by figuring out how. So our presentation will be a little bit different. We'll tell you what we did in university and in high school, how we did it, how we got into our program, and how we're doing it currently, and then a little bit into why. So hopefully by the end of this presentation, you'll really get why. We'll come back maybe in half a year, and we'll give you some tips when you reach grade 12 on how to get there from what you want to do. And finally, by the time you graduate, when we come back to tell you about university, you can tell us what you've done and the achievements which you've completed. And just before I go on and we talk about our backgrounds on what we did, really think about this. How many presentations have you gone through? How many of them do you remember? So I was in your shoes. I've been to many, many motivational speakers. And most of the time I heard their message once, kind of remembered it. I listened to it twice, maybe 3 times if they had material on their website or something like that. But what I learned is it's not just simply enough to peruse the information and to take my sage advice. You really have to evaluate what I'm saying and go ahead and do with it. Like Herbert Spencer said, education is not just knowledge, right? It's not just about learning things. Education is not knowledge, but action. And this is an action presentation.